Hey guys, Suraj here from TMCB. In today's video, let's talk about what is electronically proctored examination and how should student go about it and what are the do's and don'ts one should follow during the examination process. So without much further delay, let's directly get into the topic. I think I'm the most eligible person to answer this question because I myself have been giving the electronically proctored examination for quite some time. I am a BA journalism and mass communication student from Amity University and I'm almost halfway through my examinations. And I want to share what are the do's and don'ts that one should follow during the examination process. Now, first of all, coming back to what is electronically proctored examination is, this examination is not like a person has to go and write or a person has to go to a center. Usually distance or online education institutes have their own centers in various cities or states, and the student should choose whatever is comfortable or whatever is close by to their home, right? But this is completely a remote examination. What do I mean by remote is you can do the examination at the comfort of your place. Your place could be your office, could be a co-working space, could be your home, could be any internet centers or cyber cafes. Regardless of whatever the space is, you can do or you can finish your examination in that particular space. And how does this examination work? Most people think that this examination is not worth it, or anyone who gives this examination can easily copy, or this examination is like too easy to pass out. But that's not exactly true, because let me share you on how the examination is being conducted. Firstly, the name proctored itself is there are humans on the other end proctoring you. Matlab, they are watching what you do. Secondly, the entire website or the examination system that you sort of encrypt in your device in order to give the examination is like an AI. What does this AI do is it first of all turns on the camera of your system. In case your camera system is not on, it'll not even let you inside the examination. That is one thing. And the second thing is you cannot have too many movements. For example, the entire camera system that your system has will become a video sensing. For example, even if you shake your hand or you move your head a lot, the website will give you an error. And usually most of the proctoring websites give you up to 10 errors, and post 10 they will shut you off the examination. That is number 2. And number 3, your microphone or your inbuilt microphone or any sort of microphones that you have in your system will be turned on automatically. You need to allow your microphone and speakers in order to even enter the examinations. So you cannot probably turn your pages and try copying, because obviously when you turn your pages there are certain noises and the paper friction noises that can be heard, and the human proctoring person, whoever is on the other hand, can hear this and can probably send you a message saying that this is a final warning and so, and you'll be terminated if this is being continued. You cannot also connect a secondary display, because usually tech savvy people will be like, what's the whole point of using a book during the examination? Let me open a PDF of whatever I'm learning and open it on my secondary display, and my primary display would be of my examination, right? But that's not how it works, because if there's any projectors or if there's any secondary display that's been detected in your system, you will not be able to enter the examination, because usually when you enter into the proctoring website, there are certain conditions and terms that you need to follow and agree to. In that, number 1 is your camera should be turned on and your camera should be clear. In case they're not able to see your face clear, you will not be entered into the examination, because there are people at times applying this Vaseline, or they might apply this sticker where your face is seen blur so that they don't see anything what's happening. You won't even be allowed inside the examination, because in order to enter the examination, there'll be a person sitting and seeing if everything is right. So the second thing, like I said, your microphone should be turned on. Usually they check if all of your ambient noises have been captured. If it's too quiet, then they ask you to turn on your microphone or connect your inbuilt microphone. There's an option that comes up. You just need to click your inbuilt microphone and you have to proceed it. And then the third one is you need to capture your face. And the fourth step is you need to also give your identity, any government identity proof like driving license, Aadhaar, or any ID which your name and your face is there in order to identify that it is you who's writing the exam and not someone else in place of you, right? Because that can also happen, because usually in remote people think that there's no one to see, so why should I even bother? Let me call my sister, or let my mom write, or let my friends write. Like, whoever knows the answers better, let them come and write. That's not the case. You have to be present in front of your system. Even in order to get up and take a break, there is a chat box. You have to type in and ask the permission from the invigilator who's on the other end, and if they are not giving you permission, the moment you get up, you'll get an error, because the entire camera now becomes a sensing. It starts to sense your body movements, so you can't turn your head much, you can't get up, you can't move around. If you have a chair like me, which is a rolling, like a turnaround, even if you roll too much, and let's say that you roll at a pace where the video sensing cameras feel that you're trying to get up or you're trying to move, there's an error. And after 10th error, they shut you off. You cannot proceed with the examinations. You will be probably debarred for that particular sem, and you have to take the examination in the next semester. So the whole moral of the story is, like, people think you cannot copy such easily. There is no way of copying, because let's say that even if you go to the center, there are 50 students in the center and the invigilator will not be on behind of each and every student. So there are possibilities that you can copy, but here it's not like that. There are huge screens in institutions where every person's face will come in intervals of time. Plus there is an AI which will be proctoring you, even if not the human on the other side is proctoring you, right? Like, for example, the video sensing and all that. Even if the exam coordinator or the invigilator is not viewing you or invigilating you, still the AI is keeping an eye on you, making sure that you don't move much, you don't take anything in front of the camera, nor do you turn or tilt your system. Nothing as such can be done. Now, what are the basic requirements in order to give an electronically proctored examination? You need to have a laptop, or you need to have a system, and this particular system or laptop that you use need to have a webcam which is clear. You need to have a microphone which is inbuilt in order for them to understand what's happening around you. And then you need to have any identity proof, like a government identity, like an Aadhaar or anything as such. And your system should be of a decent quality. For example, it should at least be a little fast processing system. It should have 4 GB RAM. You need to have Windows. You need to have Google Chrome in order to open up your electronically proctored websites, because it's bug free on Google Chrome. If you use any other sites like Firefox or Mozilla or Internet Explorer, Edge, all of these sort of have bugs. So it's always better for you to use Google Chrome, because all of these particular websites are programmed to work better on Google Chrome, because all of your cookies and everything works much more better in Google Chrome. According to what I've researched, that's what I found. And you need to have a decent amount of tables so that the laptop can face you and cover your face and the shoulders, because every proctored websites want your shoulders to be seen. You just can't have your face, because in meetings and other things there are many people who work from home and they make sure that only their face is seen. That's not the case in electronic proctored examination, because they also check if there's any hand movement that's happening when you are giving your examinations. And this is not a written examination. It's not like you write it in a paper, scan it and then send it. It's not like that. The entire website will have questions and you have boxes in order to type in your answers. If it's an MCQ, it's pretty straightforward. You have a question and you have 4 options to click. Whichever is right, you click it. And you will do this using a keyboard of your system or probably your laptop. These are the basic requirements that you need. And when it comes to internet, many people are worried. For example, I personally know a couple of my friends who's not, got a very high-speed broadband, or for a matter of fact, they don't even have broadband. You actually don't need a broadband in order to give an examination, because you're not going to stream, you're not going to play any heavy games for you to have like a 10 Mbps or 101 GB of speed. The minimum requirement according to the website of any proctored examination is just 512 KB. But according to me, I would say at least have 2 MB speed, and all of your Jio SIMs, your Airtel SIMs, all of your 4G internets are above 2 MB for sure. They are almost about 5 to 6 MB of download and probably 2 to 3 MB of upload, which is more than enough. just make sure that you sit in a place where you have enough receptions in order for you to get a good quality amount of internet. Don't sit in an underground or in your car garage or in your basement where there is no internet or no signal at all. Sit in a place where there's good amount of signal. Probably your room should be the most best place where you take calls, where you take office calls and all of these things. This should be a pretty good place for you to take your examination, and that's about it. There's nothing big deal. So people who are not even tech savvy can go through this examination in a very simple process, because before you could even attempt the examination, there are mock examinations given to you all. They make sure that you go through the website and you understand how everything works. They make sure that you understand how to go to the next section, how to choose the correct answer, how to type in, how to submit your examinations, and how to see how many questions you have attempted. You can also flag certain questions if you're not sure about, maybe save it for the end of the examination. All of these things are being taught before even you can go to the examination. So any people out there who's really worried about, I'm not a tech savvy person, I cannot attend these sort of examinations, don't worry about it. It's pretty straightforward and it's pretty simple. Just keep in mind, it's not an examination where you can copy easily. This is not something like that. You will have to study for the examination. You cannot copy. There's no space for copying. But yeah, of course, there are people who still sort of do much more, in order to go and find their hacks and stuff. But it is very difficult even to do something like that, is what I mean, because there are people who even copy during the center examinations, even during these schools. So there are always ways to find out and do it. But it's not an easy process, is what I mean. It's not like what people think. It's like an open book. So open your book and copy and then write down the examination. It's definitely not like that. So this is what I wanted to convey to you all. If you have any doubt, please put it down in the comment section. I will write and probably make you all understand if anything that's there that I can help you all with. In case you like this video, please subscribe. Do comment if you have any queries and like the video. Till then, Suraj here signing off from TMCB. Peace.